Baja California. In Ensenada, you can leave the gray whale watching. On winter and spring, Baja California has the honor of receiving the great whale on its journey to its whale calf birth. The watching of this colossus of the sea is an experience that you must live. Or you can sandboarding in the Algodon Dunes in Mexicali, one of the sports that have had some recent popularity in Baja California. This is because the dunes of Mexicali have the perfect condition to do this sport in another level. The megalopolis of Mexico City is immense and majestic. There is a lot for visiting and there are plenty of experiences for living. One of the places that you have to visit when you are around the capital city is Ciudad Universitaria. It is a place where knowledge, art and sports converge. Ciudad Universitaria is the headquarters of the Supreme University of Mexico, UNAM, and is the home of the Olympic Stadium where the Team Pumas plays soccer. This place was decorated with the murals painted by Diego Rivera and David Alfaro Siqueiros. It has museums, theaters, and auditoriums. Also, it has the main library of the UNAM. Media Luna in Rio Verde, San Luis Potosí. This place is a lagoon with a shape of half moon. It has 6 water sources where the water that came down of the mountains born. The water has a nice temperature between 36 and 40 degrees Celsius, perfect for swimming or scuba diving every season of the year. Its crystalline water makes it a place full of mysticism, where you can enjoy the nature and it's the perfect place for camping. Mazatlan in Sinaloa. Mazatlan is a beach destination where fun and culture converge. Mazatlan is perfect for those who run away from cold and search a warm environment for vacation. Endowed with a shoreline sprinkled with beckoning iceland, a lovely seaside promenade, miles of golden beaches and blue lagoons. It really lives up to its moniker, Pearl of the Pacific. If you want to join the town's most famous celebration, where folks party and dance in the streets, Mazatlan's famous carnival is rivaled in Mexico only by the one in Veracruz. Gilitla. In the Huasteca Potosina, there is a surreal place with vast natural wealth. Gilitla is a magic town located inside San Luis Potosí jungle. It's the last jungle of the continent if you came from south to north. In the middle of the thick vegetation there is a magic place, the surreal garden of Sir Edward James, where you can spend the day walking around sculptures out of this world, or maybe you can swim in the pozas. Meanwhile, tons of butterflies are flying around you. Chacala in Nayarit. The beach of Chacala is the perfect destination for those looking to get away from the noise, pollution and crowds. At Chacala, visitors will find plenty of peacefulness. Chacala is accessible to horseback riding or hiking too. Chacala is not about hotels, it is about cozy tourist accommodation. Chacala is a true Mexican experience with its friendly people. The beach of Chacala, still undiscovered by most tourist and travel guidebooks, is usually empty except for a few local kids. Oaxaca. The pleasant subtropical weather and the serenity of distant places attract most travelers to the Oaxaca Valley. It has peaks almost 10,000 feet high, caverns among the deepest in the world, virgin beaches, hidden jungles, and luminous valleys that house population where, as a crucible, cultures of all people who once lived in its midst come together. Zapotecs, Mixtecs, and the 14 other ethnic groups still present in its culture and customs, even the Spaniards. Oaxaca is the most diverse state in Mexico. Real de Catorce and the desert. This is a very peaceful place and there is no nightlife. This is an ideal place to relax and unwind from the stress of the city. In fact, it could be considered a healing environment. For this reason, walking is without a doubt the most important activity. The landscapes are marvelous and in about an hour you can walk to hear known as El Quemado, a sacred rich outside of enchanting beauty. From here, one can enjoy a marvelous view of the mountains and the desert below, which is an abundant reward for the effort. Lagunas de Montebello. Chiapas is a top destination for adventure travel and ecotourism in Mexico. One attraction that you absolutely must not miss is the Lagunas de Montebello. It's a picturesque lake region in the far south of Chiapas. Here you will find more than 50 small mineral-laden lakes surrounded by pine and oak forests. The minerals in the lakes, plus the reflection of the sun, give the lakes their remarkable hues that range from turquoise to emerald to violet to blue to deep green. The Ribera Maya. These places extends along the Caribbean coast of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, an ideal vacation destination. The Ribera Maya is home to some of the most stunningly beautiful beaches in all of Mexico, with expansive stretches of powdery with sand lapped by the clear turquoise water of the Caribbean Sea. The Ribera Maya is one of the world's top destinations for scuba diving and snorkeling. An expansive coral reef system extending just off the coast is home to a dazzling array of marine life, including colorful tropical fish, manta rays, dolphins, and whale sharks. Mexico is a country rich in history, culture, and tradition, all of which you will experience when you visit the Ribera Maya. Participate in a traditional Temazcal ceremony at one of the many resorts and spas. Visit ancient Maya's ruins at Tulum, Coba, and El Rey. A few hours inland, the Mayan ruins at Chichen Itza are arguably the best restored and most impressive of the Yucatan Maya archaeological sites.